Give me a minute. This is fucking important to me. And this is going to start the programme?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Right, you bastards. You're having it. Whew, Christ. Whoa. Tell me when. My name is Bert Spencer. I don't run and I don't hide. And I do tend to say it as it is, regardless. Many of you will remember my name in relation to the murder of Carl Bridgewater. I did not kill Carl Bridgewater, and I am here to prove to you that I did not.
On the 19th of September 1978, 13-year-old Carl Bridgewater left his home in Wordsley, the West Midlands. Like thousands of other children across the country, he was carrying out a paper round for pocket money.
He's a reliable lad, you know, you could always rely on him to do things, you know, so we've never had no worries about him doing his paper round.
At 4 p.m, Carl was making one of his final deliveries of the day to Yew Tree Farm. The owners, an elderly couple, were out. It seems Carl entered the farmhouse and disturbed a burglary. Carl was then shot in the face with a shotgun at point-blank range. The cold-blooded murder of a young boy sparked the biggest police manhunt for a child killer since the Moors murders.
We have a good witness and a very clear and lucid type of witness, and he had a very good close look at a man sitting behind the wheel of what is probably a blue estate car. There's a distinct possibility that this is one of the men that we are looking for.
The police's suspicions were quickly aroused by a local ambulance officer, Bert Spencer.
They told me that the Paperboy, Carl, has been shot. And I just sat there and I thought, oh my God. And my dad was #1 suspect.
The one who pulled the trigger, you know, I wish I could get my hands on him, you know what I mean? It's very hard to describe that, you know, your feelings to that person.
Since Carl's murder nearly 40 years ago, Bert Spencer has lived under the constant shadow of suspicion. Now, he has decided it's time to speak out.
The murder of 13-year-old Carl Bridgewater, even by the grisly standards of murder itself, at Yew Tree Farm in Staffordshire on the afternoon of September 19th, 1978, was appalling. On his after-school newspaper round, he unknowingly disturbed an antiques burglary at this lonely farmhouse and was brutally shot down.
It was evening meal time, like, you know, and we usually sat down to our evening meal all together, and Carl hadn't returned, and Janet got a bit worried, you see, so I went to look for him. When I got down by Yew Tree Farm, there was a police car there, you see. So I pulled up and asked him if he'd seen a Paperboy at all, you know. And that's when he said that there had been an incident with a boy, you know, and I had to wait.
West Midlands Police reconstructed Carl's last known movements in a bid to jog the public's memory.
I am quite sure that the offenders went to the farmhouse to break in and steal antiques. And as I say, I'm looking for a link in other similar offences.
As police began to gather witness statements, there was one in particular that stood out. Local company director Roger Edwards gave a very specific account of a vehicle and its driver.
I saw a pale blue saloon car, a Vauxhall Viva, turning into Yew Tree Farm. I noticed the driver was a man. He was wearing a dark blue uniform.
Police searched for records for all owners of such vehicles in a 50-mile radius. One of the owners was ambulance officer Bert Spencer. When police realized that he wore a uniform to work and was a part-time antique dealer, Bert became a focus of their inquiries. This is what Bert Spencer told police officers during an interview at his home, just 5 days after the murder of Carl.
I'm a married man, residing with my wife and family at the above address. I'm very interested in antiques, mainly clocks, and occasionally purchase things for my collection. I'm not a dealer. I'm employed by the West Midlands Health Authority. On Tuesday, 19th of September, I was on duty at the hospital from approximately 8:30 until approximately 5:10. I'm the registered owner of a Vauxhall Viva saloon motor car.
In that first interview, there were some pieces of information which Bert chose not to volunteer to police. He did not tell them that he knew the Bridgewater family, and that in fact, he had been close neighbours of theirs in Wordsley for a number of years. Nor did he tell them that he regularly hunted with a shotgun on land surrounding Yew Tree Farm, where the murder was committed.